So if we don't learn to overcome our problems, that we don't have, like, I don't have to stay mad. I choose to be mad if I want to. I can choose to make me upset. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has that power over me.
Right. And first of all, forgive me because my phone was going off. I thought I had it on silent. But anyway, what you just said, what you just said there about you choose to be angry and you choose, and I read that somewhere. One of these Buddhists, I don't know, and they were like, no, I was watching a video and he was like, the only freedom is how you choose to handle what comes your way. Because it's the only way man is free. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Like he said, because you have the power to make the decision on how you're going to react to something. And so when you get control of that, basically, like, and not allow everything else around you to play you like a puppet, you have become a free man. And I'm like, it's just right. Like, it's right there. It's inside you. And I'm not gonna pretend like it's easy. Like, yeah, I mastered it, and I'm totally zen, and like, no, but like,
it's a process.
Yeah, but at some point, we have to realize, like, hold up, I should really be handling this situation differently, like you said. And unfortunately, that's sad about what happened to your homie that you knew. And you're right, like, there probably was nobody telling him, like, you don't have to be this way. And it's weird because it's like, how can somebody tell somebody you don't have to be this way when the person really thinks that they do, but you really don't? Like, you have full control, but you just don't know how to access it yet, maybe, And like you said, our mental health crisis, I mean, I've been doing psych nursing and everything is changing. Everything is bureaucratic. Everything is changing. Before it used to be about helping people, right? But now it's about solidifying delusions, We have a lot of people who are borderline, who are running the systems, who are victims. So now, I got to write a policy that states if you bring reality to a victim, that is called harassment. Basically, it's like, that's how they're saying it. Like, it's just, and the reality is telling somebody like, no, this is not the parameter. This isn't how guidelines go. This is how, a real truth. Truth has become a villain to people, to policies, to bureaucrats, to everything. And I know it's probably always been like that, but I feel like it's been ramped up in the last 2 years. Do you feel do you feel like it's been ramped up? Do you feel the same way? How do you, the last 2 years, like you said, COVID too, it was either going to make or break you. How did that, what did that do to you? That's a question we need to ask more people. But yeah.
For me personally, the way I seen how COVID only to me just made me more like firm in my beliefs. You know what I mean? And this stuff is weird to me. And a lot of these people they prove themselves to be weirdos to me. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I can't, like, I had a lady that I worked with, and she had caught COVID, and she literally sat here and told me, she said, the only reason I know I caught it is because I didn't get that 5th shot. And I'm like, hey, you sound so ridiculous. Like, how about those first 4 didn't work? But it's like, you can't bring yourself to say that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm not vaccinated. I've never caught COVID. I'm not saying that I can't catch COVID and all that type of stuff, but I'm just saying, like, come on now. Like, let's really look at what's going on around you. Right. Let's really pay attention to what's going on. Like, let's open your eyes to reality. Like, what's your reality? Your reality is, people aren't like, when COVID first started, I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a virus out there, whatever. But I'm not seeing people just drop dead everywhere. The people that I'm seeing dying, they had pre-existing conditions, and there's reasons for this. So it's like, for me to sit here and just be running around panicking, I already knew that I already knew this was coming. Like, we already seen this. Like, people like conspiracy theorists already knew that we are merging towards this one world government. And if you've been paying any attention to economics and everything like that, you would know that this is inevitable, because we've been basically running off of fake currency for a long time now.
Yep.
So this is all fake wealth that we've developed for a long time now. So eventually what happens is that we have to move to this. So I'm thinking to myself, how is that going to happen? Like, people aren't going to, like, they're not going to just announce it and say, hey, check it out, everybody. We're in control. It's all us. We're all going to be one, and so we can maximize our control over you. They're not going to do that. They're going to do it in a way that you're going to accept it. And if they can tell you that there's a virus, something that you can't see, something that you can't verify, like I tell people like this, like 9/11, we all saw, like, I know there's a lot of conspiracies behind that, but one thing you can say is those towers came down.
Yeah.
We saw that. We looked at that. We like, oh yeah, that happened. Right? Now, who was behind it? What was going on? I don't know. We can debate that all day long, but we can't debate that whether it happened or not. It did.
Right.
A virus, though. I can't see it, taste it, smell it. I don't know nothing about it. I'm just relying on, seeing, MSNBC and CNN to tell me that it's out there and it's killing people, and they got a number at the bottom and it keeps going up. So it got to be real, even though I can't see it. So I'm like, this is like the perfect recipe for them to do this. So that's why I knew from the jump, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is how they're going to do it. They're going to do it just like this. So, I mean, if anything, I just kind of dug my heels in and was like, no, I'm going to, even to this day, when people be saying things, I'll be like, you sound so stupid. Like, like, really? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe it's because you didn't get that fifth shot? My God. What about the first 4?
But you know what? And it's sad because some people really do believe that. Like, they petrified. They like, I mean, these people are tormented after this. What has happened to society is the biggest crime to humanity. I'm not going to touch too much on the jab. Which actually is going to bring me to my next topic with you. Hold on, cut. So I don't want to talk too much about the jab, because when I talk about the jab, I get a strike of some sort. I don't know what's going on. Like, YouTube just, I don't know. I almost lost this channel. And the reality of it is, because people will say like, oh, well, you need to get off YouTube anyway and go on Rumble. I'm trying to reach I'm trying to reach ears that have never heard certain conversations. Yeah. And everybody's on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I can't, I don't want to lose the platform. So I'm not going to go into the details of the jab, but y'all know how I feel about it. And y'all can look at my old catalog and look at my older videos, and you'll see how I feel about it. But these people they're tormented now. Like, and that is what happened when when they said, when I heard 2 weeks to slow the spread, I was like, what does that mean? Because that does nothing for a virus. In fact, it can make it stronger. If we're pulling everybody away from each other, when we get back together again, people are gonna get sick. It's gonna latch on to the next host. And I remember there's a lot of things that happened, because not only did people get tormented, you had a lot of narcissism that I did not know existed in my own community. I'm a registered nurse, I work in the medical field. I know there are people who are, not all doctors listen, I know that, but the narcissism that came out of that field, I was embarrassed. I was like, what is this kind of nursing? And so like, I would talk to doctors like, but isn't it? I was like, but this isn't going to work because XYZ. And I would like break down the, when we get back together, we're good. And they're like, oh, no, that's not going to happen. I'm like, oh, everything I just learned, you mean to tell me it's not real? And then everybody was oh my gosh, it makes me throw up in my mouth to think about, I'm an essential worker. I mean, just all of that, like, all of that. So you have people who were scared of sickness that's out there, that's always been out here. A tyrant will always have a pretext for his tyranny. My God, that is just like every day. I use that at least like twice a month. I say that to somebody, you know what I mean? So yeah, you had to dig your heels in. Like, don't get me wrong. I was like, okay, wash your hands a little bit more often. Then it was like mask and do this and do that. And now we have a society, it's been so long of seeing this stuff that it seems normal, but it's still not normal to me. Full transparency, and I'm not even sure if this will go on the record or not. When I see people, and I'm like, now I'm telling you this, like that mask thing freaked me out on a spiritual level, because everybody's face was covered. And I felt like it was this big ritual that they were forcing us into. Of like a close your mouth, you know what I mean? Some sort of sacrificial. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no,
like,
for real.
This,
Yeah, no, you on point.
Yeah, and I was like, like it was mouths covered. It really gave me a problem. I was not like, oh, I'm afraid to go outside. No, but it's just, that's all I saw. I was like, these people are forcing us into some sort of ritual sacrifice that we do not understand right now. I had never seen anything like this.
How deep do you want to go?
You know what? Let's have fun. Whatever. Let's do it.